One of the reasons why I was inspired to express myself and get in front of a camera and talk was because throughout my life, no matter where I've been, in school, in work, and throughout so many different jobs, people would always come up to me and just talk to me about their lives. I remember I was in college this one time and I was printing some papers out, and out of nowhere, this lady just starts talking to me, and we were talking about why we were inspired to continue our education, and people just open their hearts to me. This has been a thing my entire life. There are people who see me, who see my light, and they feel safe enough to just open. And I always felt like such a privilege. I was like, oh my God, thank you for sharing, because clearly that is some messed up things that happen to you. But we would either pray or leave on a positive note, leave on a very inspirational, thought. But people's stories, my own story inspired me of dang, you went through all that and you're still out here doing the dang thing, que bendición. That's so beautiful. It's yeah, a lot of messed up things could have happened to you. A lot of really not okay things happen to you. But the ability that you as a human, as a person, have to be able to get up and try again. I call it the comeback, right? It's okay to fall. It's okay when something happens. I've always said, when something happens, okay, react, have your reaction, feel like shit, cry, do whatever you do to express with, hopefully by not hurting anybody. And then after you've had your reaction is one, something happens, boom, reaction. Two, now process. Okay, you had your reaction. Now what are you gonna do about it? How are you gonna help yourself get through this, process the situation, or just get over this hump? And sometimes it could take a day, a week, a couple years, depending how deep or how messed up the situation or the experience was, right? But three is take action. Life is really that simple. However, life situations are not always that simple. So it is very easy for us to fall into these cycles of why did this happen and blah, 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 blah. But it is also very important for us to, when we share, one of the things that I always remembered sharing is I don't want this person leaving on a negative note. I don't want this person to just walk away from this experience feeling like we just trauma dumped on each other. It was always okay, we trauma dumped, but now cool, you were able to get that out that you clearly needed to get out. So now let's sprinkle some positive things, right? Something that is going to help you move forward. And that's honestly how I've lived my life. Sure, things will happen to us, things will happen to me, but it was always when I talked to somebody that I was just wow, yeah, one can go through some very crazy things, but so do other people. And it makes you feel, number one, not so alone, and number two, oh snap, we're all really in this together. So I say all that to just say, allow yourself to be opened. I know for me, it's my energy, the way that I'm very enveloped, that people feel safe enough to come and talk to me and tell me their life story. No matter what, it's how can I make sure that we shift this moment to making sure that we remember this was not just remembering the trauma, also leave away with this but how did it support me? How did it help me? How did it guide me to do better, to become better, to evolve, to support myself in a better way, or to support others who are in that situation? For sure, I have boundaries now. Make sure that's I don't always have time for people to trauma dump on me. I'm not as open as I used to be. I take care of myself and my energy in that way. And so should you, right? But I just want to say thank you to everybody who's inspired me to be myself, to be okay with the fact that, yeah, some things were not okay. Some things that happen in our life we're not okay. And it's okay to accept that. It's okay to accept really hard truths. But it's also okay, like in that same acceptance, it's also okay to accept that, hey, yeah, although I went through this very messed up things, there are other points of view. There are other things that I can focus on in how that may have helped or not have helped me. Even if it didn't help you, how can you help someone else about that, right? How can you support somebody else through that? That not everybody has that heart. I know not everybody is called to support other people. Again, follow your own calling. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to life. Thank you to the birds. Thank you to the trees. Thank you to everyday dose who keeps me on my toes. Because life will throw some crazy monkey wrenches at you. And your goal, your job is to say, thank you for the monkey wrench. Now let me show you how I'm going to use it to become the greatest version of myself. And I hope you can do that for yourself today and every day. Bendiciones.